About a month ago, I'm at work, working, and I get a text message from my neighbor letting me know that his tree has fallen down and it's in my driveway. Not that he's gonna do anything about it, just that his tree's in my driveway. So I get home from work, already not in the best mood, and get out my chainsaw to take care of this tree in my driveway. And well, my chainsaw, it won't start. And honestly, that's not a huge surprise. I'm not a lumberjack, I live in the suburbs. I use my chainsaw maybe once every 3 years. It's kind of tricky to start when it sits a lot. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, and this time I'm doing yard work. And this power head, you can attach all sorts of implements to it. Edgers, brush cutters, weed eaters, whatever you want. This decides not to start, which is surprising because I've actually never had a problem with this. And then on top of that, my leaf blower, which I bought brand new 2 years ago, has actually never run right. I actually put a new carburetor in this and it still doesn't run right. And to pile on, just the other day, I tried to use my pressure washer, my gas-powered pressure washer, and that also doesn't want to start. So everything I have that runs on gas, that's not a car, is not running. Not only are none of these running, but I have spent many hours trying to get them all to work. I've tried all the things you're supposed to do to get them to start when they don't want to start, and no luck. So today, we're gonna try something completely new. Before we get into how we're trying to fix these things, I want to address what you're probably thinking right now, which is, Alan, you just got some bad gas. You're an idiot. And I don't think that's the case for two reasons. One, the chainsaw, I store it without gas in it because I know I only use it every couple of years and gas will go bad. And two, when I do use gas, I use the manufacturer recommended 2-cycle oil. The overpriced Stihl stuff goes in my machines. And then also, I put fuel stabilizer in my gas to accommodate the fact that pretty much all gas these days has ethanol in it. And if that wasn't enough, I actually got so frustrated with like ethanol gas and gas going bad, I just started buying pre-mix 2-stroke oil for all my machines. This stuff is like 20 bucks a gallon. It's really good. I don't think it's gas. So if it's not gas, what else can we do? Well, what I've done to all these machines after I pick them up, because at some point when they will start, I throw them across my yard. So after I walk across my yard and pick them up, I first either clean out or replace the spark arrestor right there. Nice, new, shiny, clean spark arrestor. I will take out and check or clean or replace the spark plug. Look at this, another new, shiny spark plug on this one. I will also check the air filters and either clean out or replace the air filters. This looks pretty clean to me. And just to make sure I'm not going completely crazy, I will dump the gas, refill it with new, fresh gas that comes in a can, like I said, for $20 a gallon. And then if you notice, I got a lot of cans of carb cleaner. I'll spray out and clean out the carbs. So I tried that with all of these machines. None of them will start. This one will start, but it runs really, really rough. So rather than take these to some sort of certified repair specialist, someone who works on small engines, or God forbid, actually use the warranty that my leaf blower is still under warranty and take it to a service center, I did what anyone in this situation would do. I went on Amazon and started buying more tools. This is my new ultrasonic cleaner, which is hopefully going to solve all these issues. And here's the thought process and why I own this tool, not just because it was Prime Day. Number one, I'm probably getting air because I've got clean air filters. I know my spark plugs are clean, and I know they're sparking because I've tested them. Other things like spark arrestors, fuel filters, those have either been replaced or those are clean. And especially since this one's surging and these ones aren't starting, I think I still have a fuel delivery issue that cleaning out my carbs with the can of carb cleaner isn't helping. So we're gonna remove all of the carbs on all these machines, pop them in our ultrasonic cleaner, and hopefully they work again when we reassemble them. Otherwise I have no use for this. Fun fact, my wife actually has a very small ultrasonic cleaner, that's where I got this idea from, that she uses to clean like jewelry, earrings, things like that. It's right, keep it right down here. I'm not using that for two reasons. Number one, the carbs wouldn't fit, that thing's very small. And number two, she caught me. In the minutes of research that I did on this machine before hitting the buy now button, I learned a couple things about ultrasonic cleaners. So specifically, this machine is going to heat up, it's going to vibrate or send ultrasonic waves through whatever is in the fluid in here, and hopefully that's gonna heat and wiggle and just like clean and jiggle all the dirt and crud and gunk out of my carburetors. And what fancy solution are we going to use in this machine? It's actually nothing fancy at all, just regular old degreaser diluted with water. You don't have to have any special chemicals, special fluids. If you're doing electronics, things like that, you do need a special chemical. that's very hard to get. You have to have a license to have it shipped to you, but we're just using degreaser. You can use simple green. I'm using, I guess, simple purple. Overall, this thing looks pretty simple. We have a little fryer basket to keep your parts organized, I guess, or so you don't have to fish them out with your hands. We have temperature, we have a timer, we have a hose, a drain, a plug. It looks pretty straightforward, and I think assembly is gonna take 2 minutes. We are all assembled. That literally took 2 minutes or less. When I turn the machine on, it makes an interesting noise. I don't know why I expected a ultrasonic cleaner to be quiet, but it's definitely making loud ultrasonic noises. So I'm gonna leave that off while we get the carbs out of all of these. And good news, I've disassembled all of these carbs pretty recently, so this should go pretty quick. We have 4 carburetors in our nice little carburetor crock pot here, ready to go. So I'm gonna set it for about 30 minutes. We've got it at 120 degrees, and we're gonna let them cook, clean everything off, reassemble it, and see what happens. Some people, the research I've done, say that you wanna take off all the gaskets and the primer bulbs, things like that. Other people say it doesn't matter, they're made to withstand petroleum products like gas and the heat of a small engine. So we're just gonna cook it with everything assembled. Here comes the loud buzzy noise. It's been 30 minutes and our carburetors have cooked, and this thing, I think the heater works. We set it to 120 and the lid is warm, and it is nice and foamy in here. Let's get our carburetors out and see if they look clean. Oh yeah. And I feel like I should have something to lay this on. We'll use a lid to a plastic container. It dawns on me that all of these Stihl, whatever you call it, all of those ones look identical, and I now can't tell which one goes to which machine. Oh, those are hot. Those are hot. I really didn't know how this would turn out, but these things, they're clean, and the gaskets look fine. The little rubber push bulbs look fine. These things look really good. Going to blow them off with some compressed air, probably spray some oil or gasoline on them to get some of the water and the solvent off, and we're gonna put it back in the machines and see what works. And I think we're gonna play a fun little game. Our fun new game is called Did I Ruin? And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna find out, did I ruin my chainsaw, my pressure washer, my leaf blower, my weed eater, or did I ruin all 4 of them? So we're gonna put the carburetors back in, put some fresh gas in, and then hopefully mark no 4 times. Don't know how this is gonna turn out. I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna go, but I must say, my expectations are pretty high. That thing started on the first pull. I don't think it's ever started on the first pull. Expectations were high. Those are satisfied. The expectations now, even higher. Pressure washer, did I ruin it? No, I didn't ruin it. Let's do the chainsaw next, because that started this whole thing. That's the one that made me mad and sent me down this entire journey to get all this stuff working. So chainsaw, did I ruin it? Hate this thing. Rah, 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 rah. Nope, that's not the chainsaw, that's me. Did I ruin my chainsaw? Maybe. We're gonna mark it as yes for now and put this in the, hopefully not the pile, hopefully just the one tool that's going to go to the service center to have a actual small engine professional figure out what the hell I did. So chainsaw, no success. pressure washer, big success. Leaf blower, weed eater. Those are gonna be in a minute once I catch my breath. I'm back. We've assembled a couple things. We have our power head all put back together, gassed up. Our leaf blower all put together, gassed up. We're 50-50 right now. Hopefully after this we're like 75-25. Oh. We're taking this as a win. Where's my marker? I need my marker. Did I ruin my leaf blower? No. Turns out no, I did not ruin my leaf blower. And actually I mentioned I would put a replacement carburetor in this one because the last one was working so bad. That was the old carburetor. I took the old carb, cleaned both of them, and the old carb, I guess I've got an extra carb now, and since they all look alike, it might work in more than one machine. So I might have an extra carb for one of these things that's not working. That's besides the point. We got one more to try out. If this doesn't work, we're 50-50. If it does work, we're 75%. That's a C. Like I'll take it. For the C, will this start? This one on its side when I was reassembling it, and I noticed the pressure bulb, the primer bulb, was full of gas when I put it back together. So maybe I flooded it, but it doesn't smell gassy. Carb is clean, fuel is fresh, fuel filter is new, air filter's clean, spark plug's new, it's getting spark. I don't know what's wrong with this one, so I think we have to say, I think the weed eater's on the ruin list. So this is 50-50, and a 50 is a failing grade, so I think we failed at this one, which what we have to do on this channel when we fail something is we punish ourselves with a disgusting pickle beer. Oh, that's bad. Watermelon lemonade pickle beer. I think I only have to drink half of it because I half failed. Because the leaf blower, first pull, running better than it ever has. Pressure washer starts on the first pull, running better again than it ever has. This thing hasn't run in years because I don't use it very often, so not surprised it's having issues. And this is the oldest out of all of them. Actually, when I was taking this one apart, it was impressive how much plastic is on the one that I bought a year ago, and how like everything, even the air filter housing on this thing is metal. And this guy's just all plastic. So I kind of had high hopes that this would just start with a clean carb. But I guess the power head and the chainsaw are going to an actual, there's a Stihl shop by my house. So they're gonna go have an actual professional look at them and probably tell me something like I just had bad gas and I'm an idiot. Overall, I would have to say, ultrasonic cleaner, big win. I should have gotten one of these a long time ago because these machines that were not running, well, two of them are running better than they ever have. And the other two, I don't think a dirty carb was the issue. I think they have something else going on. So we'll find out, what's going on with those, if they're ever gonna work again. But also, the real reason I bought this is parked right over here. If you look closely, you'll notice that my Austin Healey, which has run exactly once in the last, 4 or 5 years, has 2 carbs. And if you've been paying attention, we just got 2 carbs running. And if you're really paying attention, you'll notice I bought a machine that was big enough for Austin Healey carburetors. And I already have the carb rebuild kits because my brother bought me those years ago, hoping I would get this car running. So I think we've learned enough and tried enough that we're gonna finally rebuild the carbs on the Healey, put the new fuel tank in, put the new fuel pump in, and try and get it started. And if our little experiment has taught us anything, we have a 50-50 chance at actually getting the Healey to start and to run, because I think that's how math and science and experiments work. So until next time, I'll be out here in my garage sweating because it's July in Texas and I don't have an air conditioner. And actually, no, I won't be out here in the garage. I'll be taking these to the Stihl shop or the Stihl. Does anyone actually know how to pronounce it?
You've only knocked off 2 things?
What? What is this you're looking at? Every Wednesday night for what, like 6-7 years now, we go on date night. It's Wednesday. We just got home and she found something. Are you judging my work?
No, I'm very happy that you didn't ruin the pressure washer, because that's really the only thing I care about. Well, meat eater.
But if I did ruin the pressure washer, you get a new one.
No, but I like the one we have now.
Yeah, it's definitely her pressure washer, not mine. She uses it more than me.
Enjoy it.